you get a new blade, and you get a new disc, and you get a new belt. You get a new belt. You get 2 belts. That's how good you are. Oh yeah, can't forget you. You get a new blade. All right, time for coffee. I've worn myself out. My God, it's cold out here. Cold, cold, cold. 30 degrees. When I got out of my truck, the truck thermometer said 30 degrees. I got 2 heaters going in here, and it is not comfortable yet. So I'm going to drink a cup of coffee, pet my dog. I'll tell you the story of my foot. But I'll have to go back to when I was about 14 years old. When I was a kid, 14 years old, I had to walk. I got out of school early every day at noon because I had to go work for my dad. And I had to walk down 1 mile's worth of railroad tracks. That was the way to get to my dad's shop from the school. And my God, my feet used to hurt me as a kid. And at first I thought it was my work boots. And then I thought maybe it's because I was having to take such huge strides to walk down the tracks. You know, you got a choice. You either walk in the gravel or you walk on the railroad ties. And the railroad ties, that's a long stretch for a 14-year-old kid, even though I was tall at that age. So anyway, flash forward to 17. My feet hurt all my life as a teenager. And 17, I joined the Army. And in boot camp, my feet, oh my God, my feet hurt me so bad. I just didn't think I was going to be able to make it through boot camp. As a matter of fact, I made it through boot camp and went to my advanced training, and they had to pause my advanced training because they put me in the hospital because my foot swelled up so big. And I was in there about 5 days, I can't remember, and they let me out, and I finished my advanced training. I made it. I almost didn't make it through boot camp, and I almost didn't make it through my advanced training because of my feet. So, I was a truck driver nearly my entire life, and so I sat. I did what I'm doing now. I sat and drove and thought and petted a dog. So now, after all these years, I try to get this huge fat body to shed a few pounds, and part of the way I'm doing that was walking. And my feet said, nah, not gonna happen, fat guy. You're just gonna have to find another way to lose a little weight. Come back and see us when you're skinny. So anyway, I went to the doctor today, and it turns out I have an extra bone in my foot. He said it's not extremely rare, but it's uncommon. And those 2 bones, when I walk, rub together and cause inflammation. And the inflammation causes other problems. And anyway, he's given me some anti-inflammatory. He did not give me a cortisone shot. He said because of my diabetes, which I am pre-diabetic. I have elevated. I am like between 110 and 130 most all the time, which is not terribly bad. And I'm certain will get better as I lose weight, which is one of the reasons I'm trying to lose weight, is to get my sugar back down to normal levels so I don't have to keep taking metformin. But he didn't want to give me any steroids because of my sugar, and it would elevate it. So he gave me an anti-inflammatory, and he told me to buy these solid carbon fiber inserts that go in my shoe and prevent my shoe from bending at the toe. So I ordered them, $54 on Amazon. I ordered them. Sorry, Rob, I didn't go through I did it on my phone, and I did it in the doctor's office because he showed me the ones I needed. So I usually, when I do order stuff, I order it through my friend Rob's Amazon link. But I didn't do it this time because I wasn't on my home computer. Anyway, that's the update on my foot. There it is. And I got to take my dogs to the vet today and get shots and medicine. Sunny, that poor dog, is getting old, and she's just grunting and groaning. And we're going to see if we can get her some pain meds. She's 13, going on 14, which is pretty old for a dog. And she got arthritis, and then she's got lumps and bumps all over her, under her skin, you know, little tumors, and they may be cancerous. We don't know. And she's too old to do anything about it. So we'll keep her comfortable until we can't anymore, and then we'll do the right thing for her. But I don't want to talk about that or think about it today. I'm going to drink my cup of coffee, and good God, I hope it warms up in here pretty soon, because my head is freezing. I cut my hair this morning. Cut my hair before I went to the doctor because it was all askew. It was about a 3/8 of an inch long, and I've had my hair short for so many years that as soon as it gets more than a 1/4 inch long, I just feel shaggy. So I cut my own hair, and I cut it this morning and walked outside, and holy cow, my head said, "You better go back in and get a hat, boy." All right, it's coffee time. I'm going to start sanding. I got one knife sanded up to 220. That's Abel's. I'm going to do Jim Nichols, his 2 dinner skinners. Maybe I can get that done before we need to go to the vet. Okay, so we loaded up all the dogs and drove over to the vet. And that vet was so busy you couldn't get another car in a parking lot. So we turned around, came back home, and I managed to get all 3 of these dinner skinners sanded up to 220. I got Red's, a good start on Red's knife here. That's everything's 120. The bevels and the flats are 120. And I've got Everett's almost sanded up to 120, but I have this long, I've got these lines I got to sand out, and one of them is pretty deep. And I had another dinner skinner that had some, from the factory, some milling marks in it that were really deep, and it took a whole lot of sanding to get out. So I got one side up to 120, and I'll have this side in probably another 20-30 minutes of sanding. And it's past supper time for the dogs, so I'm fixing to call it a day. And tomorrow, we're going to load the dogs up again because we got to get them to the vet and get their shots. They're past due. So I'll have some time to do this tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. See you then.